Howdy. Just gonna start a new game. Just getting back into They Are Billions. I just really felt like playing it, so we'll see how this goes. I'm just gonna start off by saying I'm not a pro player by any means. I just really enjoy the game. I felt like playing it, so we'll see how it goes. I'm just gonna do survival games, and we'll do the Dark Moorland with a high population. See if I can, get through it in this stream, but it might take a couple tries, that's for sure. All right, let's just get started. Let me know if the audio is okay as well. I know this is loud. Like the music in this game is really loud, so and I know that I don't talk that loudly, so do let me know if you're having a hard time hearing me. All right, so first things first, I'm gonna get some tents set up. Kind of got a little bit lucky with the water here, so we'll be able to get some early food. And just send our rangers out. And our soldier this way. See what's around us. We've got crates of food here as well. I know this map is the real trouble with it is it's easier to defend because there's these these choke points between these mountains and bodies of water and things like that, but it's also really difficult to expand your base. So let's see, pick up some supplies here and then get started on laying down some tents to get some workers going and start building our economy a bit. And then I'm going to get some fishermen cottages down. Do one here. And then that. And then we'll get sawmill. Actually, I might build out my Tesla towers this way just to get started so that I can take advantage of all of this forest area. Alright, there's some infected there and a few more there, so I'm just gonna have this ranger patrol back here. Our tents are completed, so we'll get our first mayor, and I might just take the quarry. Usually I'll go for the longer, like what's going to benefit us in the long run, which is probably more storage, but actually yeah, I'll take more storage. I lied right away. Yeah, Koopa, had the itch to play this game. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it at all, but it's a like settlement defense game. Basically, you build up a base, and slowly you want to expand out, but there are hordes of infected all over the place. So you have to be careful how much noise you're making, how far you expand out, or you expand, and how quickly. And it's all about juggling resources and continuing to expand out, but also building up your defenses. You can see on the side here, day 15, So we're on day 0 right now. It counts by the hour, but on day 15 there's going to be a small swarm that attacks our colony, and we have to be ready to defend against that. Otherwise, these buildings, you can see there's 2 different colors on the health bar. When it hits that first threshold, like the little area on the right there, it becomes an infected building and spawns a bunch of zombies. So as soon as your housing gets hit, you're pretty much toast. It's a lot of fun though. I really like it, though it can be stressful. Alright, there's no need to have 2 rangers out this way, so I'm gonna keep this one over here to just protect our housing. And I'm gonna continue to push out with my soldier. It is against the computer, Koopa. I don't think that there's any PvP element or anything like that. But yeah, it is like sort of similar in some ways to other base builders like or other settlement builders, I guess, like Age of Empires and things like that, but more focused on combat. Yeah, the micromanaging is tough for me sometimes, so I'm already neglecting some of my things that I should be focusing on. Pick up some gold, stone, and oil. That's interesting. No, it wasn't oil. I don't know what it was. I missed it. Oh no, he's got an explosive barrel. So let's get rid of that. Over here, I guess. I don't know. And then forget about it for when the first horde comes in and runs right past it. More than likely. Current game plan, Koopa, is to start some basic resource production like stone and wood, and we'll build up to be able to get a soldiers center so that we can start producing some units. But what we really want is to expand our power grid out, pick up some iron so that we can get actual soldiers, because I find in the early game the rangers are fine for exploring and things like that, but as soon as it gets to the point of like actually defending and killing a bunch of infected, they're pretty useless. In my opinion, anyway. And it's an older game, so there's a lot of people who are like really, really good at and really efficient at building things out and exploring and stuff like that, but that, unfortunately, that is not me. I wish it was. Alright, we need 30 wood for that. But we can get another sawmill. It's frustrating. Move on it there, probably. I should have been paying more attention when I placed this, but there will be more of that happening, I promise. Should get more wood going as quick as we can though, so it does look like, yeah, it's frustrating that let's see if, actually I'll build it right here. You can pick up some of the resources here. I know it's close to some infected, but there's a lot of infected over here that we'll have to watch out for. And then this area is, I think, going to be the main problem, because it's really wide, so it's a lot harder to defend. And if we look on the map as well, you can see there's an infected mutant here, so these are just stronger units, and then there's giants in the 2 giants, 2 infected mutants. The giants are really, they're going to be the biggest challenge. If the waves don't kill me, the giants will probably kill me on this initial run through. Alright. Let's build it here, and then when I expand out this way, I should be able to get another one on there. You can't build these these buildings too close to each other. If they're drawing from the same resource pile, it won't allow you to place another building. So there's some more woods here, it looks like. So we have some opportunity for wood production, just not as much as we'd like. There, that's fine. It's not optimal, but that's okay. What we want to do is expand. We've got the energy grid leading out as far as this iron patch. So what our next goal is to get an iron mine down, or quarry, sorry. And we should be pulling in a decent amount of wood now. Stone is not a huge concern, but we'd like more. And there is more around, which is promising. Okay. And the reason why I keep pausing when buildings get completed and when I'm doing, when I'm placing buildings is the progress doesn't go up when the game is paused, but as soon as the progress bar starts going up, you lose the resources that are invested in the building. So the only way to get 100% of your resources back is if you have the game paused when you're planning things out. Get some more tents down. Keep our economy going. We'll have to get some more food down here as well. Alright, so we got our soldier center, and we'll put that, let's see, we'll just place that up here, I guess, close to where I think the action's going to be. So you can see it takes them a while, the rangers that is, to kill one infected, but they also do it really silently. The problem with the soldiers, they kill things faster, but they carry a rifle, so they're a lot noisier. They draw more infected towards them, and that could be a big problem with how close this giant is. feel okay with how our resource production and things like that are happening right now. Stone is obviously so slow, and iron's not super fast either, but I feel like it's only going to go up from here, and having too many resources too early can actually kind of be a problem because you start wasting production. And by that I mean when when the wood here hits the limit, anything that's produced just goes to waste, goes nowhere. As soon as we can build a market, that starts selling our excess resources, which makes us money and takes away some of the need to micromanage so extensively, at least. Correct, but yeah, these will keep producing, like they're based off of time, so they produce every 8 hours. And if we hit the limit of our resources storage, they don't stop making, they don't stop producing. It just gets capped and goes nowhere. We don't make money for it. We don't get access to those resources. They just poof, basically. Alright, next we want a woodwork shop, I think. But since we're kind of getting capped here on wood, let's just do this. We'll build a wall. Okay. Think that. I don't know what that is. There's buildings that you need to worry about. Okay, so this is just an overrun, like, old building that we can move near and basically power it, make so that it's on our side. But there are infected buildings around the map that are a big problem if you run into them, because they'll spawn basically endless infected units if they detect our units nearby. And we can destroy them, but it takes a lot more than just, a couple soldiers that aren't veterans. Don't have enough workers yet, which is unfortunate. I keep building this way. And then we should have enough workers to get the wood workshop once these 2 tents finish up. And that's the wood workshop is our access to basic research, which just costs money for the most part. There's some, or gold, sorry. There's some exceptions, but it's going to give us access to new buildings and new units, which is obviously super helpful, so we'll get that down there. And let's see. I do want to start. I don't want to get too close to these mutants or giants yet, but we'll clear out some of the area around us. We'll get a additional let's actually put that there. seems kind of silly because it's not necessarily maximizing things, but I want to expand out our tents a little bit further this way, and then we'll upgrade these as well to cottages, and then I'll finish walling off this side so we only really have to worry about this over here. Alright, so yeah, these guys are attracting some attention, which is okay, as long as it's not the attention of the giants or the mutants. We should be fine. And then, okay, so let's... And eventually I'll double up these walls and get some additional guard towers and probably more a great ballista and some other automated defenses in place, just so that in case we do attract at least one of the mutants, some soldiers and a great ballista can handle that, but the giant would be a real problem for us. Let's see, a cottage going on market would be helpful, as would a farm actually, because farms produce food on grass tiles, so we'll get the farm first. We'll get the market afterwards. I know that we're technically wasting some stone and some metal here, but could also train a couple extra soldiers once we get space for them. We'll do another tower just over here, and I'll toss the I'll toss the ranger in there eventually. Eventually we'll want to expand out this way as well. There's some oil over here. That'll be helpful later on. Koopa population is a difficulty setting that you can you choose the size of the population, the infected population, when you start the game, unless you're talking about like our colony's population, which tents have a specific capacity. So you can see there's 4 colonists and 2 workers here, so each tent supplies 6 to our total population, but only 2 workers. So we want to keep building basically as many of these as we can until we can upgrade to better like stone houses and cottages and things like that, which are basically just upgraded housing that make more efficient use of the space. Okay, farm research is complete, so we'll get, I think I kind of want to go for the Great Ballista. I usually don't go with these, but I know that they're effective at like high damage for a single target, and they have a little bit of splash damage. So I'm gonna try to go for one of those early on, and see, you know, if we'll expand our defenses further as we need to, but I think just having one of those down up here at least would make me feel a lot better. And so the worker and citizen count happens at the time of the tent construction. To train soldiers, they cost a worker. So the population count doesn't change, but our available workers does as we train units. Alright, let's just get these guys back down here for now. food. That's why we're doing the farm. Could probably get some more fishing huts down. Maybe not. Could on this side after we expand out, but we're gonna hold off on doing that for now.
Any orders?
All right, slowly move them out again. Okay, this area is gonna start to become a problem. So we'll put that there. We'll get some more research going, so next we'll want a cottage, and then we'll see if we can build a farm here. Looks like 54 is the best we're gonna get. So not quite perfect, but that's okay. So that and that. There. And then we'll get a guard tower here, which I know the towers aren't the greatest in terms of defending, but for now they're better than nothing, and they improve our vision or like field of view and stuff like that. So just gonna try to get down a couple of them, help fill in some of these gaps, and I think that'll make me feel a little bit better going into the first wave here, which is only 5 short days away. Okay, cottage research just about done, and then we'll get the market. So see how many cottages we can do. Probably not too many, unfortunately. Yeah, just 2 for now because we're out of wood, but having wood be the bottleneck right now is I'm kind of okay with that.
Is everything okay? Commander? Building completed.
Okay. And let's get a Tesla tower over here when our wood fills up a little bit more. And yeah, having the market will be nice because it'll just keep our gold income flowing a bit more consistently. I think that do that. Yeah. And then move these guys up this way. Once we get some veteran soldiers, I'll also feel slightly better about our situation. Okay, so that's not an issue at all, which is good. There are some good bottlenecks leading into here. So if we can build out the base a little bit this way and make use of these 2 gaps, that would be super helpful. Now let's get snipers and Tesla Tower is finished, so I'm just gonna finish off this wall here. There. We'll get a few more these going. We can really just do the 2. That's okay. And upgrading these cottages, these tents to cottages, sorry, will also increase our gold production. So +8 for the tent, +18 for the cottage. But we are going to start running into some power and food concerns. And honestly, power and food are usually the resources that I struggle with the most. They're usually the main concern for me. Alright, Great Ballista. Let's see. Honestly, having one over here might be a good idea. Now we'll stick this ranger into this tower. There's a little bit more food out there too, which is good to know. And then I feel like we'll get our next Great Ballista on this side. Get a few more soldiers going once we've got the money for it. Things are going, things are moving along about as fast as I can go, so I feel pretty good about this start so far. Although I did feels a little cramped, but that's the whole point of this map. So we're getting some veteran soldiers over here, which is great. The veterans just have better stats all around. They shoot faster, they do slightly more damage. So you can see attack range 5, attack damage 16, and then 5.5 for our veterans and 26, so an extra 10 damage per shot on a veteran soldier, which is great. Alright, we'll let them handle some things out there, get some snipers going. Get a Great Ballista here. And then need some more energy. So once our gold increases, we'll get another mill down. I like to try to get away from the mills as early as I can, but just because they don't give much bang for your buck. But obviously you don't have another option right now, so it's mills or bust. Alright, 4 out of 5 veterans. The other one's almost there, he's getting close. And honestly, this ranger's probably close to, yeah, 88%. Great Ballista's built. Let's get our sniper some kills here, so that he can be a veteran as well. Clear out some of these infected. The other thing is when the swarms come in, sometimes they'll pick up some infected on their way, and our objective here, I don't know if it shows it, yeah, it doesn't show it, but I think I have 120 days to clear the map. If any infected that I don't kill within the 120 days will all converge on the base at the same time. So that's why exploration is really important. That's how the game kind of gets you to not just shell up, which is, I think, really clever. Alright, let's get this down, like, right here. We'll build another mill just out of the way over here. Doesn't really matter where you place those, they just can't be within four tiles of another mill. And yeah, Koopa, it's, especially if you're playing on the higher difficulties, like where there's like extreme population of infected in the area, it can be, the last day can be pretty devastating because it's a huge wave that comes in already, and then again, they just pick up every zombie on the map that you haven't already dealt with. So, alright, let's get a wall down just right here. Again, these defenses will be beefed up a little bit when we can, basically. But it's part of the reason why we put the wall down over here, just to give us basically an advance warning if something's coming towards our base, because if they infect that farm or any of our houses like I mentioned earlier, then we're in pretty big trouble. Alright, our last soldier is now a veteran. Don't have enough workers for a market, but we definitely have enough resources to get at least a few more cottages, so then we'll get our market shortly. The market also, if you build it near dwellings, it increases the gold income of any house that's in range. Okay. We'll push our snipers a little bit. Get them some experience where we can. Okay, it's starting to get busy over here. So they're making a lot of noise, so they're obviously drawing in some pretty big crowds. Also want to set our snipers to kill the highest priority, or the highest leveled zombie, basically. Let's see. Alright. So we'll get our guys moving around a little bit more. Let's get our snipers down this way, actually. I don't want anyone getting too close to the giant, which is moving around an awful lot right now, which I don't love. Alright. Zombies are coming from the west, which is good. They're either going to come up here, or they're going to come down here. So I'll build a ballista just right here. And honestly, maybe another one right here. Again, this is usually a building that I don't really use, but we'll give it a whirl. See how it treats me. Let's continue upgrading cottages when we can. And then Koopa, the market does use up some of our worker count, but yeah, it boosts, or no, I guess it doesn't, or it reduces the food needs of surrounding dwellings. So there are other buildings like a bank that we can build later on that boosts gold generation, as well as the inn here. So you can see at the bottom, near dwellings gold generation plus 10%. Get the stone workshop going. This is the wave that's coming in. So we'll see a little skull pop up here, and that tells us where they are, like, currently on the map, and it looks like they're going to come in down here, but because we don't know the geography, we're gonna really hope that they don't come in this way. We're gonna really, really hope they don't come in this way. In fact, we're just gonna build 3 walls there for now. It's not gonna save us. I think that they're up here. Let's keep our guys. Yeah, they're up here. So thank goodness. Again, this is just a small wave, fortunately, but subtle reminder there to not neglect the rest of our base and our defenses. In fact, we'll expand out a little bit further down here. This is a waste of wood, but we'll actually we'll wait. We'll wait until our soldiers can work their way down. We've got a stone workshop. Let's see, what can we build? Probably not much of anything. We don't have much food, and we don't have many workers, so keep upgrading our cottages and we'll build a farm when we've got enough wood just over here. And then eventually over here as well. Alright, let's run down here. I don't know if they can attack this hunter cottage from where like the wall is. I guess technically not, so it looks a little sketchy, but we're just gonna bust down one of these and move forward and hopefully not draw too much attention. Definitely pray that we don't disturb that giant. And we'll get, oh, that's frustrating. Dang. We'll get walls built here and here eventually, but for now, we'll just sit tight for a moment, which probably is ill-advised, but could get a great ballista. That's a bit of a waste. We'll do it there. I feel like that's a good yeah, let's do it right here. I feel fine about that. Yep, so there's a lot of affected over there. I really, really don't want to bug the giant at this point. Let's see if we can't, oops, get our farm going. I think 40 is our, oh, 44 right there. That's perfect. Okay. Get our power going. Again, I'm excited to move away from mills, but for right now they're better than nothing. Ruh-roh. And now, promptly reminded that, okay. I'm gonna take the soldiers. It's probably silly, but we don't have enough wood for them, or enough workers. That's funny. We'll get these 2 houses upgraded. The nice thing about the ballistas, as opposed to some of the other buildings that you can build early on, is they are quiet. So they don't draw much attention at all. And that is key at this point in the game when we want to get developing and establishing our economy and our defenses without attracting the attention of the bigger or more dangerous zombies, or infected I guess they're called in this game. And they have relatively low power requirements, relatively low worker demands, so it's that part at least is handy. Alright, we got food, we've got not much gold, but we're working on that. We don't have much wood either, but also working on that. So, and 9 days until our next swarm, which will be not super big, but substantially bigger than the last one that we faced.
At your service. On your orders.
Let's do a bit of exploration while we can. Got more wood and more. Alright. Let's get this market. Because it's getting to a point now where we're wasting too many resources, so let's put that down there. Kinda can't believe this Ranger's not a veteran yet, but it's okay. Yeah, let's unload our snipers here. Just gonna try to get them as much experience as I can in the downtime between waves, just because having veteran units is so much, like, it makes such a huge difference. Like they're just better at everything. They're better in every way. Alright, yeah, that saves us a lot of food, which is fantastic. We're gonna upgrade as many tents as we can. We don't really... like the inn would be nice to get, but let's do this. Need more wood. I don't really use the lookout tower at all. It's just very limited use for it. Ooh, get out of there. Okay, so we're gonna focus on trying to get our stone workshop up probably a good idea to get our hands on some more resources now that we're starting to use them up a little bit quicker with our wood and our stone being used in our cottages and with some of our units. So first we need to get power going, which means we need more wood. So we'll wait until our wood hits that, get a little bit more power. Where should I put you? Oh, so that's fine. Expand this out a little bit. Those are pretty low level zombies, so not too much to worry about just yet. Honestly, if they keep sending this one that was just running towards him is called an executive, and they are like bigger damage dealers. They run faster, they have more hit points, things like that. So, but they're also worth, each zombie is typically worth about 1% for their experience, but these ones are worth 2, and the executives are worth 5, so it's a really good way to get experience for our units. We got going on over here. We want more wood, which we can't get yet. A little bit here, and then I could harvest from this other side here once we expand out. So we'll do that. We'll just basically grab up whatever small amounts of resources we can. And finish our upgrades here. And then hopefully get to our stone workshop shortly. A warehouse would be a good investment as well, because that boosts production of resource buildings, it increases our storage for gold and all of our resources as well. So it would be a good idea to plop one of those down, like right here. Get a little bit more food over here. Put that down there, and then I can put another one. Oh, not quite. Dang. Oh well. We'd be able to put one down here probably. Or if I... Let's see. Yeah. Let's do... Yeah. Never mind. Let's keep... The snipers can keep pressing out this way a little bit, as long as they don't get too close down here. We should be okay. We'll get a little bit more of our energy grid expanded out here. I think that should be fine. And we'll get a quarry picking up some of this iron. Don't necessarily need much more iron right now, but it's helpful to have. And it's making us money now, so. Okay. So we need some more cottages. I'll do this. And then, honestly, I'd like to get some of our this area shored up a little bit more, so enough resources, yeah, that makes sense. That checks out. Tesla tower down here is built, which means should be able to get a sawmill down there, but because there's so many zombies over here and we don't want to make any noise, we'll leave that for now. It could just be worthwhile to wall this off, but I want to focus on walling this one off.
Tell me.
So let's do it like this, and then once this guy's dead, do that. Looks like another little bottleneck could be possible here on the other side of the stone patch, which would be helpful. Got the rest of our wall built up here. And let's get another ballista down, say, here's fine.
Any orders? On your orders.
So this guy can just join the hunting party here. Okay. Doesn't quite have range for over there. That could be a problematic area, so we'll move our guys in to scout that out a little bit. And then now, what we should be doing is getting stone workshop, but also getting some more units up and running. Fix our power concerns first. Energy, what was the problem here? Workers, energy, and wood. So we'll have to build a few more cottages, but first I do think I'd like to get a few snipers. That's a lot of snipers, but I find them so helpful.
Do you need me?
Yeah, I thought so.
Understood.
Build a... Honestly, maybe just another ballista up here. No, we'll build a tower. And we'll put it there. Then we'll stick some of our veteran units in there, but let's get a sniper up here. I feel okay if we aggro this mutant, because we'll have a good amount of damage dealers over here. Like the soldiers here are going to continue leveling up, doing their thing. We'll add one more to their ranks, and having a few snipers over here and the Great Ballista should make it not as much of an issue as it could have been. And then that's just one less thing to worry about. It's starting to draw some attention towards us over here, which is fine. Resource management, though. Just add those in. And this sniper can just hang out. Let's push these guys forward a little bit. This one will push up this way. Just don't want to we want to make sure that they don't get overextended because they're so slow. It's easy for them to get overwhelmed by things like this. Move them both forward a little bit. And the mutant is fast, more than likely. So we don't want them getting too close to it on their own. Make sure that we're targeting the highest level infected. Let's have someone move this away from our base. I don't remember how much of a splash radius it has, but put it down there. Why not? Put it down there. There. And then blow it up. Why not? Oh goodness. What am I doing? Good amount. My word. Alright. Things are happening. Can we get our stone workshop yet? Not yet. But we can get our warehouse, which will throw down, I think, here? No, that feels... Yeah, I guess right here. Or could do it over here, and then that gets us wood, food, and iron. Don't really need iron though, we need stone. So I think I'd prefer it over here for now. We can always just build another one. You know, at another time. I think that's fine. And we're gonna got our soldier here. It's getting a little cramped in here, but that's the nature of the map. Let's get our soldiers up here. We're just getting ready to take out this mutiny here. I kind of hope that it's not a harpy, but it could very well be. too much. Sorry, I'm not talking as much. I'm trying to use my brain a little bit, which sometimes my brain and my mouth don't work at the same time. Okay, getting a lot of attention up here, which is fine. We're gonna hopefully level up all these guys. Let's move him up. Our soldier center send people out there. Ooh, free power up there, but we're getting closer to the giant, which can be a concern. And then we're out of workers. We're out of a lot of things. Yeah, we want workers and energy, and obviously more stone. But stone's only going up by 5. Stone really is a problem. We'll get some more energy up here. Awesome. Alright, that's really all I wanted up there for right now. And then now we just need some workers and some stone. Cottages are gonna cost just food and wood, which is alright with me. Get a couple of those down, that should hopefully give us enough workers, I think. Gives us 4. Got infected coming from the east, so they're either going to come in down here or over here, presumably, which is acceptable for us, unless they spawn down on this part of the map and come up this way, but I don't think that'll be the case. We're clearing out a good amount of infected in the east to begin with, and then we'll move our extra snipers here. Maybe down here. Let's get them in there. And yeah, we're almost at the stone that we need for the stone workshop. Will we have enough space to put it down? I'm not sure, but should be fine. Okay, yeah, so they're coming up. They might come up this way. Let's get our soldiers down here. Pick up this food while we're down here as well, because we're almost out of food. Goldwyn Force. No. Unfortunate incident with the chat rules. Sorry I made them so complex. But this is called They Are Billions. So our idea is we've got a base here that we're building up around our command center. We're collecting resources and building up defenses and training soldiers and things like that. But in areas around the map, basically all the unexplored area is filled with zombies. The zombies are attracted to our base based on how much noise we're making, or if we get too close to them.
All the way.
And every once in a while you get a big wave like this.
Come on. All the way.
So this one's not too bad.
Perfect. All right.
It looks worse than it is, but it might actually cause me some problems. Basically just want to aggro some of these zombies towards our soldiers, which can take a little bit of punishment, while our defenses behind the walls here
That was easy. Understood.
thin them out. But every once in a while one of these waves comes through, and the game mode that I'm playing on gives me a limit of 120 days. If the 120 days elapses and I haven't killed all the zombies on the map, including these big ones, all of the zombies on the map will aggro and converge on our base. The zombies are attracted to buildings that are making noise, like our resource producers, and once they attack these buildings, they become the buildings themselves become infected, and they become like a spawn point. So one zombie can turn into like 5 zombies, attack other buildings, and then they just multiply until your entire base is
Any
overrun.
orders?
Resources are, you can see everything that I've got down here. This is our total population, our workers, food, energy, and then actual material resources. But these are produced in buildings that are built from our command center. We're looking to build a stone workshop, but we're short on workers. So we're gonna keep plunking down buildings until we get there.
Is everything okay?
The nice thing, Goldwyn, is that the houses come pre-stocked with people,
Let's go.
so I don't even need to worry about that type of thing.
Understood. Of course, my commander.
Build a house and you got a family in there already. Alright, look at that, magic. So now we can build our stone workshop if we've got the space to plop it down somewhere. I'll just do that right there, next to this burning vehicle. Okay. I do want to get rid of this mutant so that we can keep pushing forward up here and maybe tap into this stone
Orders, sir.
deposit. Kind of surprised it hasn't aggroed towards us yet. So we're making quite a bit of noise. Yeah, the music's pretty intense. It's also super loud, and I know this game is very loud, so yeah, let me know if it's too loud and if I'm too quiet or anything. I'm a mumbly guy and the music is going in right now, so. Oh, see, that's a harpy.
Any orders?
It does a lot of damage. It has a lot of health. Does not seem very dangerous, but it's so fast that it can jump over the walls and kill any soldier with its sharp claws. So, those are scary.
Perfect.
And those are on the outside of the game volume down. Let's bring our global volume down to 60 maybe? To me that did not sound like it made any difference. Lowering the music down to 60 as well.
Waiting on orders.
Let me know if that made any difference there, Golden. Alright. We'll keep an eye on the minimap there to make sure that they don't go get themselves killed. We'll research the inn. The inn produces gold, gives us a whole whack of workers, and it also... Oh, there it is. Run away. This might be GG's. That's tough. What else do I have that I can throw at it? Maybe I can get another one of these built in time. This is rough. Ew, attack the highest priority zombie. Oh no! Run away! This is brutal. Alright, this is pretty cheesy, but I'll take it. Oh, and then there's a harpy too. Oh no. This is, we're in tough shape here. 5 of those guys. 4 of them, I guess, because can't build 5. Oh, this is probably GG's for this playthrough. That's how quickly things can unravel. So yeah. Aggroed the mutant, weren't ready for it, guys. Try to drag them away from the base. I don't think it's gonna make a difference, unfortunately. Let's do that. This is tough. Run away! Pick up the resources while you're out there. Okay. There's a lot of bad guys around. I might just try to get these guys to run as far away from our base as they possibly can to get all the zombies to chase them. That's gonna be their valiant demise. There's a sniper just standing there. Let's put him over here. Okay, it's gonna start running back towards the base here. I don't know if I can save this. Got these guys. Should have been sending them up there a long time ago. Also got these guys. Let's send them up there. Just the one. He's gonna take forever to get there, but yeah. Uninfecting the buildings is clearing out all the zombies around them and then repairing them. See if we can do anything, but I don't know if this one is salvageable. The mutant looks like it is not aggroed anymore, which that's great. Got our stone here. Oops. Let's get some more industry going. So we've been neglecting a lot of stuff here. I think stone housing. Okay, let's get this guy up here as well. This guy can hang out down here. You all can go out here. Okay, we might have saved it. Might have saved it. Temporarily, at least. Actually, I don't want to aggro the mutant again. Like I do because I want to get rid of it. But also do need some people down here to help us out. Don't really care about the executor. I demolish it, I get resources, but some of our resources are filled, so let's just need more workers, honestly, and we don't have the space really right now for them. Would it be easier to get the space if we get rid of this mutant out here? Send you down there. Just don't think I have enough firepower right now to deal with that. It'd be nice to get, like, I don't know, like 10 more workers down. 100 food, 50 energy, 100 stone. I don't have nearly enough of anything for that. I don't have the workers for that. Let's see if we can get a farm going. That would be foolish. Would it? Oh boy. Can we get any other fishing huts down? Not really, eh? Let's do that for now. Let's also do $16 there and dang. Alright. Build up our food a little bit here. Yeah, Koopa, you do so if you repair the buildings, you get your workers and stuff like that back. And I think I need to kill the mutant. I think I need like double what I have here, and then these guys. Like I did some damage to it with my snipers, but it's just it's too fast. Tough to hack. And the giants are more formidable than the mutants are. They just move a little bit slower. Need more workers. Infinitely more workers. Get more stone, more workers, more energy, more food. Yeesh. Push forward a little bit with these guys. I don't think it'll aggro the giant. I could really be wrong. Like I was wrong about the mutant earlier. But we do need food. So getting a farm there and a hunter's cabin there will be super helpful, I think. But we definitely need more soldiers down here. Moonlight,
At your service.
thanks for joining.
Orders, sir. Just tell me what to do.
Ooh, it's getting spicy down there. Can't back off though, y'all, because that farm's gonna get overrun soon. If we do, you just get to the back of the
Come on.
crowd.
Okay? That will be easy. Waiting on order.
Everybody needs to keep firing.
Kill our enemies.
I'm basically asking to die at this point. This is these have been a bit of a poorly managed mid game here. Let's get these guys down here. Yowza. And a harpy down there. That might be GG's. Whew. We're going through it, guys. If the farm gets overrun, then that's a bunch of zombs coming out of there. And then that's tough tough sledding for everybody else down there. The vets down here though, they're gonna hopefully make some pretty quick work of the rest of these guys. Not aggro the giant. There. Look at this guy. No fear. Like the cut of his jib. Okay. Stone houses. We got them. We got one. Yeah, true, Koopa.
At your service.
Certainly not ideal. Alright. Time to get our head on straight and start getting some things that actually are going to change the game for us a little bit.
Tell me. Is everything okay?
Sheesh. But this is how dangerous making that amount of noise can be in this game. Let's see. Some zombs chilling up there. And just on the outskirts of where we can see. Let me see. We need more power. We are trying to get a power plant though, which I think I'll wait for. But we definitely need to make some big changes before next swarm comes, because just with our exploration almost taking us out, next swarm would be bad news bears for us in our current state. Expanding out this way might be an option. How close to veterans? Not close. One of them is. This guy. Let's get him out. Okay. Bit tough over here. Getting a little too close to the giant. Not super close, but closer than I'd like to be. What do we need for the power plant? Some workers. Nobody wants to work these days, eh? Yeah, this game's great, Goldwyn, and it's older now, so I don't know how much support there is for it anymore, but it does, this is just the second map that you can do. There's a full campaign and everything like that as well. I'm just playing a survival game, but it's, or, you know, barely surviving if you're me, but there's 5 or 6 different maps that you can play on. There's a lot of different difficulty levels. It's a lot of fun. I definitely recommend it. Alrighty. What were we looking for? Power plant. So this is going to eat into our wood supply a little bit, but at this point, power is a problem. So build a power plant there. Once that's completed, we're going to start upgrading these to stone houses as much as we can. And hopefully that fixes our worker shortage in pretty short order. This one's definitely unique in its in the mechanics of it, Goldwyn. So yeah, it's if you're looking for a new RTS, this is definitely a good. It's eaten up quite a bit of my time over the years. Okay, so I mentioned these a little bit earlier. So this flag here, these are infected buildings that are spawning a bunch of zombies. So there's 2 different kinds. There's one called a Tavern of Doom, and that's a big, like, zombie headquarters basically. It has a lot of hit points. It spawns higher level zombies, like these fast ones that run out at me, and it's triggered by proximity or by damage. So it's definitely important to take it out, but also similar to the other, like the mutants and things like that, you really need to be well equipped before you do. Okay, that's going to add a lot of workers for us, which is great. Tapping into our stone, which again is still a problem, unfortunately, but make sure that we're continuously hunting some zombies and getting our various soldiers to veteran status. Expand our energy grid out that way. Almost all of our meager supply of soldiers down here are veterans, which is great. Hopefully we can take out the mutant there shortly without too much of an issue. I'm going to shore this side up a little bit, maybe with I guess just with some wood walls. So we'll do 2, 3 like that. We'll do a gate. We'll do some stakes. And do a great ballista. I guess right there. And maybe a guard tower as well. A wood tower here. There. And we'll start getting some stakes in front of the walls that we can afford to. They basically just damage and slow enemies that walk over them. I haven't played any of those, Goldwyn. I've obviously done like Age of Empires and the classics like that, but and Age of Empires I haven't played in forever. But let's move these guys slowly back to our base. But yeah, this map in particular, the challenge with it is the limited space for expansion. So upgrading as opposed to building new is necessary in some ways. But that's usually the way that I prefer to play the game anyways. Upgrade what you have instead of building a bunch of lower tier stuff. Yeah, not as cute. Alright. These are, yeah, multiple Taverns of Doom, I think. Oh, Dwelling of Doom, actually. I think there's just it's just an infected town, so. Variety of buildings. Let's build over here as well. Something comes this way, we're probably donezo, but it's just getting real close to showtime here. So let's see, shock tower would be maybe helpful. We have power. Also, do want the inn. It's just we don't have enough food and we don't have enough stone. We're not going to have enough stone anytime soon. So, shocking tower might be the way to go. Let's try it. Oh, that does sound fun, Goldie. I'd definitely give that a whirl. Zoinks. I think we've been attacked from everywhere, except for we've been attacked from the east and the west, so I imagine that's where we'll get attacked from. Next would be the north or the south. South would be concerning. The north probably also concerning, but not as much, I think. We've kind of got a mobile hunting party here. Continue to upgrade our houses when we can. Let's get our soldiers. Honestly, just more soldiers, I think. Attack a little bit of this, see. buildings. That's a little stressful. There's a tavern. Couple taverns, couple dwellings. Alright. Maybe not the time to deal with that. I don't know about that. The soldiers are pretty good, but again, they do attract a lot of attention. Where? Yeah, they're coming from the north, so let's shore up defenses up here a little bit. Don't have enough stone for a shocking tower. Shocking towers are only mildly effective, I think, anyways. They're good crowd control. Here's that. Don't think we're gonna see a bunch of enemies coming from the side over here, but it's hard to say. We'll get our veteran sniper up here. Our pleb sniper can keep let's get all these guys up here. Maybe honestly keep some of these less experienced guys down here just to handle any stragglers from the city. Move this sniper here, and yeah, there are some super soldiers. So once we build the foundry here, we'll get access to some higher tier military buildings, and that will ooh, harpy. There's one called a Thanatos, which has a rocket launcher. There are flamethrowing guys. There are like guys that are honestly kind of like the mutant that have like big claws on them that can shred multiple enemies at once. It's yeah. Alright, I fear this horde. I think we're in trouble. There's going to be some big tankier ones in this wave, so let's pause for a second. Let's see, build a shocking tower might be helpful. Let's have the ballistas prioritize the highest level. Let's see if we can get these guys to... Oh, it's actually a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. That's good. You know, maybe lose a soldier or two here, which is unfortunate, but... Run away! Didn't even need the shocking tower. Look at that. Units do heal over time, yes, thankfully. Alright, I think that wave is done. We want to build next. I think honestly the foundry, but I'd really do still want the inn. Wood production's too low to maintain it anyways, which is true. That has been a problem. Unload everybody. Let's do that. Let's bring these guys down, and we're gonna clear out this town, because it is a problem. I still don't want to mess with the giant yet, and I really do want to get rid of this mutant over here, because it's holding us back, but alright. Sniper is where? 3 of you there. Alright, once these snipers get down here, I think we can pretty much handle anything that this could throw at us, so.
Is everything okay? Any orders? Waiting on orders.
See what we can do. Alright, focus on the tavern. There we go. It's a lot of taverns, though. It is concerning. That was silly. Should have just destroyed the building, but went after the resources instead. Let's keep upgrading our stone houses. We can't because we need more food. More food. Yeesh. I built a fishing hut here. That will help slightly, at least. Ooh.
Understood. Let's get them.
Alright. Alright. There we go. Just put it on your wish list, Koopa. Man, I'm selling games to you guys right now. Didn't know I was an influencer. But, I've never heard of Calyx. I'll definitely check it out, though. I love games like this, so.
All
slowly clearing out this village. With the help of all of our buddies. Let's... Honestly, this might be the play. Expanding up here, so let's get some walls down here and start collecting some of this stone. This stone's a huge bottleneck right now for us, and yeah, let's just bite the bullet, get out there.
Waiting on orders. For the humans.
Alright, how's it going down here?
Attack! Come on. Let's get them.
Alright,
Ready and waiting.
almost worked our way through the doomed village, which is fantastic. Oh, that is really cool, Koopa. I'll definitely look into that. It's called Calyx. Yeah, I've never heard of it, but that does sound like my cup of tea, that's for sure. Alright, let's get some more energy up. There's probably good. I guess another Tesla tower, sorry, not an energy producer, but see if we can get a Fisher's Cottage anywhere over here. 16's not bad. That's probably about as good as it's gonna get. Might be able to squeeze another one down here, but it might be too close to these two. And how are we doing? In need of stone at all times. Now let's see. Get a bank. Probably be worthwhile. I think that increases our gold storage as well. We do need more wood production eventually. Could... I guess we can't go up there. That's okay. Some grass tiles over there. You know what? Oh, that's hilarious. Can't even get it down. There. Get 2 from that, which is kind of honestly a waste, but it's been a problem. Alright, 5,000. Let me see. Is it worth it to even just put down tents? I'm not sure. Maybe... Oh, we don't even have enough food. Man. Oh, true. Some of it is a little Helldivery sounding, like the soldiers, like the throwaway lines that they use. Yeah. Especially that one. Helldivers is such a great game. Okay, you. These guys are trying to be heroes. Okay, it's a lot of resources that we don't have room for right now, which is a bit of a bummer. But we need food.
just gonna throw down some farms wherever I can manage them, really. $48 there, why not? I'll get some more stone houses. One more. Yeah, we definitely need to continue to push Goldwyn, that's for sure. There's just not, the space is not, it's a premium. Let's push up this way. We've neglected expansion out here yet again. What we need is stone. Could do 4 from over here. No, I'll just do the 7. Like, I think I could do 4 over here and then stick another one in here somewhere, potentially. Right there, probably. But, uh-oh. That took no time at all. Where did they come from? Why did it let me build it? I didn't see that. That's tough. The north and the east for sure, Koopa. That's the current goal, but there's a minor setback. Alright. Let's get these guys up here. Defenses are being attacked. I believe it, because there's no defenses over here. That's why they're being attacked. There's zombies. Every once in a while the game sends some of these like little packs of runners in like this. And that they basically just try to find a hole in your defense. It is more or less to sort of distract you during the time that you'd normally just be building or expanding out. Okay, so let's build over here. Quarry, like I said. So we could get 5 stone and 2 iron there. And it goes to... So if I build, it's just the 2, that gets us 7. Which is the same as this. So let's just get the 7. Bottom resource at 0. This one is oil. Which is this. We need to build a foundry to have access to that. And the foundry requires more workers and more energy for us. Everything is just more workers. That's all it is, and at this rate, more energy. We can build another power plant here. It's going to chew into more of our wood reserves probably, but that's okay. It's gotta happen. And we're gonna get some walls, I think. I think we just go like this. Get a gate. Get a pranked you. Yeah, that'll be fine for now. Walls at this rate will just kind of serve as a warning. Look at you, sneaks. Okay, we got more stone coming in, which is great. Don't have anywhere that we can throw down a farm yet. We've got power on the way. Don't really need a farm actually. Got good food production, so I know what I'm talking about there, but I would like to get above that 100 threshold. This seems risky because it is. I'd like to get the in here Goldie just because this gives us 100 workers with a relatively small footprint.
Ready and waiting.
Come on. Just waiting for us to get to... There we go. Alright. Should have... Oh no. Wood production's too low. We knew that. And we ignored it. And now... all of us look like fools. That is a bummer. Yeesh. Let's see. Might be too low for the inn, but we can definitely upgrade a whole whack of our houses. Look at that. Then we'll be swimming in workers. We won't even know what to do with them. And if we get a foundry going after that, that'd be great. Ruh-roh.
Any orders?
Get 'em, guys. Hurry up and get 'em. Thank goodness. Okay. The radar tower would be interesting, kind of. We definitely don't need iron reserves, so let's just take the radar tower for fun. Honestly, let's do it down here, because that'll reveal a good chunk down here, hopefully. Show us the horrifying giant that we're going to have to deal with shortly. Let's just do that.
Great idea, sir.
Alright. I might try to quickly move on this mutant again. Alright, radar tower is completed. That's the giant. So we can see lots of infected. Another mutant over here. So getting this, yeah. Fortunately, he's slow. Well, he's not that slow actually. He's faster than most of our units. So he's quick. Yeah. That's okay. Let's travel this way, see if we can't deal with the mutant at least in this session, because I'm a little bit over time now, so I just want to... I want to complete one of these tasks before I sign off, but get 'em, guys. Alright, you guys are not actually in trouble. These guys are actually in trouble, so... Oh. Got a mutant. There we go. Oh boy. These guys actually are in trouble. This side is not, so we're gonna move over here. Alright, crisis averted, I think. There. Alright, well, I think that might be a good place to call it. We'll see, I guess I'm only a day away from the next swarm, so the quarry was infected, yeah. Not anymore though, we saved them.
Commander? Understood.
Okay. But yeah, to get one of these guys, we basically need one of those super soldiers that you were talking about earlier, Koopa. I can get a foundry going now, which is great. We'll build it up here, because I'm going to wall this off. I think. I'd like to anyway. Honestly? Yeah, let's build it up here for now. Nice and close to the base, so you don't have to worry too much about it. And then we'll expand up, we'll wall part of this off, especially this area here. This is a dead end, which is great. And then get some other defenses up and running, because right now the defenses are lacking. But yeah, I might call it there. Then yeah, if you want to see, I can play this. I'm gonna stream again next week on Tuesday, maybe on Thursday as well. But if you want to see more of it, I'll definitely play more. I love this game. I felt like playing it, so it definitely scratched the itch for me.